Super Mario Kart. Nintendo launches Super Mario Kart in 1992 on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, introducing the kart racing genre. The game features Mode 7 graphics, which allow flat tracks to rotate and scale, simulating a 3D effect. It offers 8 characters, including Mario, Luigi, Bowser, and Peach, with unique weight classes affecting speed and handling. The addition of items like shells and bananas creates unpredictability, separating it from traditional racing games. Selling over 8 million copies, it becomes one of the best-selling Super Nintendo titles of all time. The formula of character-based racing and item combat sets the standard for every sequel. The next innovation comes with Nintendo's jump into 3D hardware. Mario Kart 64. Released in 1996 on the Nintendo 64, Mario Kart 64 brings the franchise into full 3D polygon graphics. It expands track design with slopes, bridges, and dynamic obstacles, something the Super Nintendo hardware could not handle. The roster grows to 8 racers again, but the emphasis is on 4-player split-screen multiplayer, which cements its reputation at parties. Items like the Blue Shell debut here, permanently altering race strategy by punishing the leading driver. Sales top around 10 million, making it the second best-selling N64 game behind Super Mario 64. Its balance of chaotic items and larger tracks defines the multiplayer core. The next handheld generation introduces portability to the series. Mario Kart Super Circuit. In 2001, Mario Kart Super Circuit arrives on the Game Boy Advance, blending Super Nintendo-style flat graphics with modernized handling. It contains 20 brand new tracks, but also includes all 20 tracks from Super Mario Kart, the first time retro courses appear in the series. Portable multiplayer through link cables allows up to 4 players to race, extending the game's lifespan despite hardware limitations. The game sells about 6 million copies, making it one of the top Game Boy Advance sellers. Because it bridges classic 2D style with portable play, it keeps the franchise active between home console entries. The next release redefines the series with double characters per kart. Mario Kart Double Dash. Launched in 2003 on the Nintendo GameCube, Double Dash introduces the unique mechanic of 2 characters per kart. Players can swap between a driver and item handler, allowing strategic combinations such as Bowser's strength with Baby Mario's items. The roster expands to 20 characters, each with unique special items, and multiplayer allows 2 players to control the same kart simultaneously. The game sells around 7 million copies, ranking among the GameCube's top hits. Critics praise its innovation, though the dual character system never returns in later titles. Its experimental design sets up Nintendo's push toward online play. Mario Kart DS. Released in 2005, Mario Kart DS marks the series' first online-enabled entry via Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. It adds 16 new tracks and 16 retro courses, establishing the modern structure of 32 tracks per game. The introduction of missions and boss battles adds single-player depth, while the snaking technique and drifting creates a high-skill ceiling. Selling over 23 million copies, it becomes the best-selling Nintendo DS racing title. Because of its portability and online play, Mario Kart DS builds a competitive community that influences future designs. The next console game expands motion controls to a mainstream audience. Mario Kart Wii. In 2008, Mario Kart Wii debuts with full motion control using the Wii Remote and plastic steering wheel accessory. It offers 32 tracks, 24 characters, and for the first time, motorcycles with wheelie mechanics that alter speed. Online play supports up to 12 racers, doubling the chaos compared to earlier games. With over 37 million copies sold, it becomes the second best-selling Wii game after Wii Sports. The accessibility of motion controls brings millions of casual players into the franchise. The handheld follow-up would refine drifting and add gliding. Mario Kart 7. Mario Kart 7 launches in 2011 for the Nintendo 3DS, adding underwater driving and hang glider sections. Customizable karts allow mixing different bodies, wheels, and gliders for strategic builds. Street Pass features exchange ghost data, and online play continues with community lobbies. The roster includes Metal Mario and Lakitu as playable characters, expanding beyond traditional staples. It sells 19 million copies, maintaining the handheld's strong library. The innovations here directly feed into the series' next console masterpiece. Mario Kart 8. Released in 2014 for the Wii U, Mario Kart 8 introduces anti-gravity racing, allowing karts to drive on walls and ceilings. High-definition graphics at 60 frames per second showcase Nintendo's push for visual polish. The base game features 32 tracks, but downloadable content adds 16 more, including crossover characters from The Legend of Zelda and Animal Crossing. Online tournaments support 12 players with robust matchmaking. Despite the Wii U's low sales, the game moves 8 million units, becoming the system's best-seller. Nintendo re-releases it as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe arrives in 2017 on the Nintendo Switch as the definitive edition of the Wii U release. It includes all previous DLC, boosts the roster to 42 characters, and reintroduces a proper battle mode with dedicated arenas. The game supports local wireless play for up to 8 Switch consoles and online races of 12 players. By 2025, sales surpassed 60 million, making it the best-selling racing game of all time. Nintendo continues supporting it with additional track packs through through the Booster Course Pass, extending its lifespan beyond a normal cycle. Mario Kart World. Nintendo releases Mario Kart World on June 5, 2025 as a launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2. The game abandons numbered entries, signaling a generational leap instead of a sequel. It introduces a free roam structure, letting players explore an interconnected mushroom kingdom with shifting weather and day-night cycles. For the first time, up to 24 racers compete simultaneously, doubling the chaos of previous games. New mechanics such as dash food boosts, charge jumps, and wall riding expand racing strategy. Selling over 5 million copies within its first month, it quickly establishes itself as the system's defining title. Critics highlight the orchestral soundtrack and upgraded online features, including built-in voice chat. Nostalgic tracks are reimagined within the larger open hub, blending classic Mario Kart design with new scope. Although some experimental choices divide fans, the game demonstrates Nintendo's intent to reinvent the formula. Mario Kart World now stands as the franchise's boldest redefinition since its 1992 debut.